And we are live. Good evening, YouTube, or afternoon, YouTube. This is Harmony Muse, and we are back with Final Fantasy XIV. And what we're doing today is we're going to continue with the 3.4 main scenario quest. And where does that take us? Well, first we got to go to Foundation and speak to Alfie Boy. See what Alphino needs. Fan will more than likely not be joining us because, again, he is visiting his parents this weekend and not able to get close to a PC. That's why he wasn't able to join us for... Okay, that's why he wasn't able to join us for... Oh. He is in COERTHAS Central. No kidding. I used the wrong return point. That's why he wasn't able to join us for the Weeping City of Match yesterday, or Void Ark. Shame that, too, because we had an instant pop. And it was a fun dungeon. Would have been better with my favorite bard there, though. I hit the wrong place to go to. I ended up going right to exactly where I was. Whoopsie daisy. Well, anyway, we are continuing. And... Right, this is after we did Zilphatal. So I'm probably going to be pulling ahead of Fan in the main story at this point. Sorry, buddy. Probably just as well that you're not watching then, because this is stuff we've done before. Or stuff we haven't done before. And it'd be a spoiler to you. I really don't like spoiling things like as amazing as this game's story. All things considered, we should be grateful to have survived that encounter. Do you think it could be true that to save their world they must bring ruin to ours? No, it matters not. Such wanton destruction is beyond justification. Whatever their reasons, they must be stopped. The sacrifice, the loss, it ends here. Indeed it does. Now give me that... Let me see how many of them... rolls I have. A matchy penny and a matchy farthing. I can only assume those pennies and farthings come from... I can only assume these pennies and farthings come from cash shop currency for the Void Ark later on. Alphino would like nothing more than to get out of the snow. Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for idle introspection. The knights that can apprise Lord Edmund of our success, and we the Lord Commander. More importantly, I should like to see if my sister's condition is improved. You may take a moment for yourself if you wish. I will be at the congregation. Now we go back to Foundation. Well, whoops. I also decided to make a fundamental change in how I do my streaming. I'm mostly going to be doing the multiplayer stuff that I play here on YouTube, while the late nights doing the single player stuff on Twitch. That way both sides have content that is exclusive to them, and both sides don't feel like they're being ignored by me. It brings me joy to see you safely return to us. What news from Zelphatal? Blah 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 blah. And then we are not too late. On behalf of ISHGARD, I offer you my deepest thanks. As for we who remain behind, Mistress Y'shtola has been tending to Mistress Alice in your presence, and I am pleased to report that she has regained consciousness. I imagine you have many questions, especially given your recent encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. I know I do. Come, let me show you to her room. Do not worry. Her condition is much improved. She is a resilient one, much like her brother. Hoppity hoppity.
Alize, how are you feeling?
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts. They told me you had departed for Zelphatal while I was still abed. I slept much better knowing that. Thank you.
I take it your mission was a success.
Yep, yes it was. Blah 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 blah.
As if we needed any further confirmation that they are in league with the Ascians. But to save another world? I think not.
Oh, I think they're entirely on the level.
I too thought his story fanciful at first. But it is possible there may be a kernel of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
You were following these people, Alice. Why?
During my travels, I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers.
Right.
Adventurers who had supposedly sworn to travel the realm slaying primals in the Scion's stead.
The Warriors of Darkness. And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascians' involvement.
Yes, exactly.
Forgive me, but if these Warriors of Darkness mean to bring about another calamity, to what end do they hunt primals?
Yeah, this is a good question.
To prompt an escalation. To deepen the beast tribe's feelings of helplessness and despair, and thereby drive them to summon ever more powerful gods. And lest we forget, these events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
Well, maybe if they should realize that summoning their gods can't help them.
Power answered with greater power, death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
Indeed.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the Warriors of Darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues. Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
We cannot let that happen.
And this new god is probably going to be the Zodiarch that the Ascians worship.
It should come as no surprise, but Alize and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes. If we sever these supply lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Zelphatal and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Okay, be safe.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Okay.
Sir Emmerich?
As a member of the Eorzean Alliance, ISHGARD is honor bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm. You might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascians' dealings with my father. However, I make no secret of the fact that my knowledge of primal beings is scant at best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
Allow me, Sir Emmerich. I have dealt with the Nath before.
Thancred, okay, you've taken a level in badass, my friend. Radio.
Let us consult with Orianja then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
You want us to work with Orianja? Are you serious?
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
Are you serious now?
But Alize, you...
Don't try to tell a woman she can't do something. She'll do it just to spite you.
You are more than welcome. After all, it was you who set us upon this path.
She's your twin sister. You should know the better than this, man.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try on the new outfit I prepared for you.
Oh, dear Lord. Tataru playing dress up with the children. It would be cute if it wasn't creepy. It has been many moons since we last worked together, though I believe the same cannot be said of the two of you. I confess I was aware of your subterranean expedition, of your search for the truth of the calamity. I considered involving myself with her venture for a time, but as you know all too well, circumstances conspired to keep us apart. I could only assume she carried on in our absence. My apologies for keeping you waiting. Do you really need the platforms on the shoes? Tataru never ceases to impress, though for a moment I feared she might furnish you with an identical outfit. Praise the 12 she did not. Mother and father were rather too fond of making us wear matching clothes. Do you remember the time in the studio when that girl of yours crept up behind me in the hall and whispered, "Sister, please, she was not my..." Can we not have this conversation in front of the Warrior of Light? So be it. Another time, perhaps. I should thank you again for your assistance with my expeditions. Though we left matters somewhat unfinished, I nevertheless prepared to focus on the task at hand and aid you in the fullest extent of my ability. I'm assuming this would say something different had I completed the binding coil stuff. As you help me to brave the coils, so too will I help you defeat the warriors of darkness. Free spoiler, though. When you get down to the bottom of the binding coil, you know, the bottom, you find out that the ultimate avatar of Bahamut, or at least his ultimate servant, is Louiswa. Louiswa ended up being tempered by Bahamut. Yes, the carriage that so fortuitously arrived to spirit us away from Olda after the banquet. The driver informed me that I had my sister to thank for his presence in Olda. How'd you know to send help? Oh, drunken brass blades are even less discreet than sober ones. Unfortunately, by the time I learned of the plot, it was too late to do anything more. Frankly, I'm still amazed Brennan managed to find you. New garments aside, I must say you seem more resolute than when we last met. You have the look of a woman who is ready to fight for the future of Eorzea. To the extent of my abilities, perhaps. But I have no delusions of grandeur, nor will I pretend to have found myself or any such thing. I'm here today because I would regret it if I weren't, that is all. Fair enough. Let's depart for the Waking Sands then, and see if Urianger can be of assistance. Alrighty. And to the Waking Sands. Okay, the quickest point is Horizon. The cheaper point is Olda Steps of Nald. Before we go any further... Oh, crap. Before we go any further, I'm going to set up a roulette. Now we'll head. Actually, no, let's stop at... let's go stop at IDYLLSHIRE and spend some of the ones I have on getting better stuff for my white mage. Those will stop itching. Okay, I need... Okay, a ring, a bracelet, a choker, and earrings. Ring, bracelet, choker, earrings. It looks like I have enough money to afford the gloves. And my major stopgap at the moment is my stick. To get a healer stick, I'm going to need a Shire Rod. I'll need 10 and 1, so 500 to make you. And now off to Horizon. And we got that done. Right, and my healer is getting ever closer to actually being decent for level 60. You know, rather than just being functional, being able to keep up. Waiting list number greater than 50. Again, I don't trust talking with Urianger because, you know, it can't be good what's going on here. It really can't. So I have a bad feeling about this. Really do. Urianger, apologies for calling upon you unannounced. Why, Master Alphino? whether the scholar had seen fit to grant me knowledge of thy coming. What bringeth thee and thine here this day? The warriors of darkness have returned. Pray allow us to explain. Blah, 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 blah. I too have heard tales in recent days of primal beings rising up only to be cast down by forces unknown. As thou didst observe, this serveth but to spur the beast tribes to pursue their goals with redoubled fervor. We have two objectives at this time: to identify and remove the source of the beast tribe's crystals, and to take direct action to prevent any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. The second is easier said than done, of course. While we were fortunate enough to learn of the Ixal's plans before they came to fruition, I should be surprised if the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians didn't have similar designs elsewhere of which we have no knowledge. Thou wert wise to come hither, for this very day I did receive tidings most troubling from across the Strait of Marathor. Oh, is this going to be that they're going to be summoning Leviathan now? Oh, Titan, close enough. Ogamoro stirreth. But there are whispers that the Lord of Crags neareth his return. Mere rumors, mark thou. But in the light of thine own discoveries, thou canst ill afford to turn a deaf ear to their claims. Aye, we must ascertain the truth of the matter ourselves. Let us consult with the Maelstrom forces at Camp Overlook. I shall. If I may, brother, Urianger, is there anything else you wish to say? Dun dun dun. Alice. If not, then never mind. I only ask because you're normally rather more verbose. Nothing to add? Ere we depart, I wish to make a request. The Warriors of Darkness spoke how the Ardor had the power to break down the barriers between us, or between the planes, that our worlds might be rejoined. I would ask that you research this for us. Being nowhere as well read as you, I'm sure I wouldn't know where to begin. That said, I have heard tell of a promising tome, the Gerun Oracles. Mayhap you should start there. By thy leave. Camp Overlook, was it? Very well. Alice knows. Alice knows. I like her. Really do. Oh, right. That's a quest for Shiva Extreme Mode, I think. Okay, Overlook and Lenosha. Or Outer Lenosha. Ring around the rosy. Seven hells. At this rate, I'll have to appeal to Maelstrom Command for reinforcements. Whatever it is, we don't want any. Well, fancy that. Ha! Just when my kobold problems are coming to a head. The signs of the Seventh Dawn turn up itching to pitch in. Bloody brilliant timing is what it is. Right then, let's get to it. First, give me the money. Good boy. So our friendly neighbors in Ugamaro have got much more aggressive of late, as you understand. A matter of fact, our scout spotted one sniffing around the stores just now, likely looking to make off with an armful of crystals. I'll be damned if I'm about to let that happen. Lend a hand and help us search the camp for the little bugger, would ya? Our Maelstrom friends seem notably more agitated than when we first arrived. Do you happen to know why that might be? A kobold in the camp, you say? Oh, that's Alphino. That would appear to corroborate Urion J's information. Yes. But to be so reckless as to infiltrate a Maelstrom camp to draw attention to their efforts is passing strange. There'll be time to think of this later. For the present, we must do everything in our power to prevent Titan summoning, and that means finding and questioning this kobold. Ollie, ollie, oxen free. Don't make me go climbing. This is outside of camp. I ain't seeing Jack Diddley. Here we go, koboldling. Ah! Pursue the koboldling. Don't worry, little kid. Come to my dank van. We've got candy. Stay back! Away, far back! I'm not a... It's no use! Pointless, hopeless, no use! Hey, Kyle, okay. Let's see here. Now I'm trying to go find myself a kobold. Oh... Let's see, where is this thing? Ah, there you are. I had to find an inconvenient place for me to come looking for you. Please don't hurt me. I only wish to talk. Yes, just talk. Ah! Okay, well, if you want to talk, stand still. As it is, you're running. I don't like it when the children run. It makes the meat less tender. That was a stupid plan. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But if I tell no one, then everyone will... Ah, she found me again. What to do? What to do? What to do? I come in peace. Only to talk. Speak, say, talk. So please, please, don't hurt me. So this is our wildly kobold infiltrator, is it? No wonder the soldiers were on edge. He could very well give one a bruised knee. Huzzah! We've got him! Fine work, Scions! So, little one, thought you could sneak into my camp, could you? Plotting to steal my crystals, were you? No, no, no! I came to talk, to ask for help. But when your soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted. Now, let us all take a deep breath and discuss this like civilized individuals. What is your name, child? Pikmin Gibu of the 620th Order. At least I will be a Pikmin one day. Well met, Gabu. I am Alphido, and this is my sister Alice. Wilhelmina, the woman who found you, is our friend. Now that you have our names, we can be friends too. Now, Commander Bluden here thinks you wanted to take his crystals, Gabu. But you said you came for help. Why to us, and why not your own people? What happened, Gabu? Can you tell us? No one is going to hurt you, all right? Not while we're here, I promise. The Patriarch, the Patriarch is going to summon the Great Father again, and you have to stop him. Beat him, fight him, stop him! Gabu's parents said they didn't want it, along with many others, but the Patriarch wouldn't listen. He was angry, raging, fuming, angry. He said they didn't have iron in their hearts, so they would serve as coke in the furnace. And the guards took my parents and the others away. I haven't seen any of them since. Coke for the furnace? Oh, dear Lord. I didn't want to think it, but I've heard tales of foci fashioned from the bones of the beastmen, which worshippers use in their rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of their gods. By the 12, that's sickening. Yes, it is. No one listens to Gabu, no matter how much he cries, pleads, begs, cries. They do not listen, only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. Gabu loves Great Father, but he loves his parents too, so please help Gabu stop the Patriarch and save his parents. Commander, advise Maelstrom Command that Titan summoning is imminent. Should the worst come to the worst, we will require their support. Time being of the essence, we three will attempt to infiltrate the Kobold stronghold, secure their crystals, and free the prisoners. Well, if you're sure, you'll forgive me if I don't seem optimistic, but we'll make ready just in case. I have faith that we may yet stop the ritual. We would surely have detected the associated etheric disturbance had Titan manifested already. But I cannot speak for the prisoners. 12 have mercy, that they would even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and blood, brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. Time is of the essence. We must see what else Gabu knows and formulate a plan without further delay. The beast that mourned at the heart of the mountain. Nervously from foot to foot, Gabu struggles with your gaze. I heard Great Father loves crystals. Cherish, covets, love them. And if we gather enough, he will return. That's why the Patriarch told everyone to go forth and gather them. So I was thinking, if we take all the crystals away, maybe Great Father won't come? Very good, Gabu. I was just thinking the same thing. Now, do you know where these crystals are stored? I know. Oh, several spots, each defended by a different order. Gabu wanted to steal them, but he was too afraid to go alone. Yes, too afraid to go alone. But together we can take them away and hide them. Come. Gabu will lead you to first cache. So we're helping a little child kobold. He loves his god, but doesn't want to see him summoned. Quickly! Do you have them all? Good. This way, this way. Taking these ones. And this is where stuff goes south, isn't it? Time is short. If you have the crystals, we should move on to the next cache. Did you hear me? Brother! Brother! Aye, aye. It's just that... I am quite certain these crates once bore ISHGARDian seals. Someone took great pains to remove all traces, but enough remains to make up the pattern. See for yourself. I struggle to imagine kobolds traveling to COERTHAS to obtain crystals, much less bothering to conceal their origins. I likely suspect these crystals were smuggled into Vilbrin by another party, most likely a pawn of the Ascians, as Thancred speculated. I don't understand. Who are the Ascians? Do they worship Great Father Titan too? Never you mind about that. As Alisei said, we do not have much time. Can you lead us to the next cache, Gabu? I have a bad feeling about this. Yes, 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 of course. Gabu knows the way. The next one is the last and very large. Very big, very huge, very large. It's the best cache. It's very bigly, very bigly. So, ISHGARDian crystals showing up. That can't be good. Though you cast about for a time, you see no sign of the crystals. This can't be good. Confound it. What about you, Wilhelmina? Any luck? Nope. Nothing, nothing, nothing. But this cannot be. Gabu saw them. Spotted, saw. Think, brother, think. They must have moved them, yes? The question is, where to and why? Within Ogamoro, where they summoned Titan once before, and mean to do so again. It is the only explanation. What about Mother and Father and the others? We have to help them. Your parents have probably already been cremated, my friend. And we will. Gabu, we will. Stay calm. We have time. They have yet to call for the remaining crates, yes? If they had, then they would have found the other caches empty and sounded the alarm. Nevertheless, I believe the time for stealth is past. We must breach the navel and seize the remaining crystals. There is no other way to prevent Titan summoning. But first, give me your crystals, that I might deliver them under Commander Bluden's custody. We dare not take them to the bowels of the mountain. The crystals, if you would be so kind. There you go. Thank you. I shall deliver them to Camp Overlook for safekeeping and brief Commander Bluden on the situation. Pray, go on ahead. As I recall, there's an aetherite within the Ugamaro mines that'll deliver you to the navel. Gabu doubtless knows the way. Wait for me there and I'll rejoin you soon. Strange. I would have thought you eager to remain in the thick of the action. But if this is what you prefer, then Godspeed, brother. This way, this way! But this is cute. Even if it's been a go here, click on this, go here, click on this quest. It's interesting. Somehow the crystals that they were using to summon their god came not only from another continent, but from a nation which up until recently has been very, very closed off to outsiders. That's curious. The people left a trail. I take it this is the aetherite we seek? Right then. As soon as Alphino arrives, we go. I trust you're feeling suitably heroic. There's no telling what sort of resistance we'll face in there. Quickly, you clods! Briskly, swiftly, quickly! I will not suffer any further delays! Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals, so there will be no summoning this day. Overdwellers, here? But how did you... Where are my parents, Patriarch? Where are they? Corpses. Oh, shit. Mother? Father? Coke for the furnace. You monster! How could you? We are but the servants of the Lord of the Crags. We are his, that he may drink of our blood and partake of our flesh, that he might draw upon the strength of his children and defend them of the tyranny of the overdwellers. No, LSA, not yet. I understand, Patriarch, I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. You do everything to protect your people, anything to deliver them from despair. Whatever it takes to ensure that those who threaten you can never do so again. But your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you brought suffering to your own kith and kin. You have sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. But it need not be this way, Patriarch. Renounce this bloody course. Cease your attempts to summon your god and work with us together to build a lasting peace. Another peace to be abandoned at your overdwellers' convenience. Oathbreakers, all of you! Liars, betrayers, oathbreakers! Thing is, Kobold Fellow, while he may be a horrible parent-slaying monster, he's not a liar. You take and you take and you take. And when you've had your fill, you sue for peace. You promise that this time is the last, until you grow hungry again. And when we dare to defend ourselves, you declare that this beast tribe cannot be suffered to live, that our God drains the land of ether, and brings not but suffering, death, destruction, suffering upon us all. I will hear no more of your lies from you and yours, Outlander. You've ruined our land. You've ruined your lands. You'll not ruin yours. Oh my God! You've ruined your lands. You'll not ruin ours. Yoshi P has played EverQuest. No shit. This is almost a word for word from what certain creatures you have bad faction with say in EverQuest when you try to talk to somebody who doesn't like you. You've ruined your lands, you will not ruin ours. I said I'd come for you and I did. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Say something, please, please. Please. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. They're like, yay, yay, our God is here. Oh! The kid summoned Titan out of grief without even knowing he was doing it. 7 hells! I'm here! I'm here! I'm here! Alphino! Leave him to me! We must away! Anybody see the problem with this? What we literally just saw? Titan of any kind being stopped by a carbuncle. This shit does not happen. By the 12, how could I be so foolish? I should have known better than to let Gabu accompany us, given what we were likely to find. His anguish and despair served to birth a primal, just as surely as would the supplications of the faithful. Worse, being born of such tumultuous emotion, this incarnation of Titan seems incapable of naught but violence. If we have one cause for optimism, it's that while many crystals were present, they represented but a fraction of the quantity needed for the summoning ritual, meaning the Titan must be far weaker than planned. Be that as it may, he's yet a primal, and the longer we leave him to bleed the land of ether, the stronger he'll grow. And should Titan be permitted to leave Ogamoro, more lives will be lost. The Maelstrom will rally their troops, and the cycle will continue. Wilhelmina, you know what must be done. Will you face Lord of Crags once more? Nod, 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 nod. Thank you, my friend. Alice and I will tend to Gabu. When you have finished with the primal, look for us in Camp Overlook. We will be expecting you. Well, that was emotionally painful. Sad, truly. I think I'll just unsync and solo Titan. This one, I think I could just point at him and make him fall over dead. What do we have for 50-60 today? I'm hoping it's a good one. Where are we? Never reap. Sync to 210. This won't be a problem then. Whee! Are you full pulling? Not really. Okay, where are we going now? Hey, Levin, good to see you, buddy. How you doing, man? Ow, splat. Get them all together? Okay, good. Ow. Pull them together, man. Why? Okay, crap. Double crap. Okay. We got this now. I was seeing my life flashing before my eyes for a moment there. Didn't expect to have so many at once. Whee! First boss, I don't remember this one. Stabby, stabby. Okay, we got this. And dead. With it being a sync to 210, we're going to be seeing 160 gear, okay? Valerian Rogue and Valerian Smuggler. Whoop. Okay. Okay, I feel like I'm doing less damage than usual on these things. Kind of weird that. Oh well. That said, we are doing pretty damn well against them. Grandfather Treant, okay. Yes, that's a fairy. That character is what's called a scholar. It's a type of healer character. They summon fairies who do healing for them. Okay. One of my favorite kinds of healer, though I don't play one myself. The Scholar, rather than the White Mage which focuses purely on really good heals, also does a lot of shields and useful things to make it to where they don't have to heal damage so much as they're preventing the the characters from taking much damage. Right. Where everything I've seen about White Mage so far hasn't been so much or has been mostly heals and heals and more heals. I've got at least one instant cast full heal, and I know I get another. This is getting old. Okay, we're hurting him at least. Get away, get away, get away, get away. Okay. That was easy enough. Elephant, I don't know what that was. This thing? No, it looked more like a giant owl person. Done up like a Native American shaman type. Now this part almost reminds me of Brayflocks. Whee! Divine Wasp, okay. Okay. Got that killed. It was a waste. What are we doing? Oh, right. That was, okay. Doing this by touch, I'm missing keys. Which caused me to distinct dip in effectiveness to my doing my combos. Okay. That's done. This gets me here. Next thing I gotta do after this is tighten hard mode. I'll probably just heal her up for that, because I know I can. Tighten hard mode ain't hard. That looks like a giant sea serpent of some kind. Only in the sky. Okay. Do I know if I'm supposed to be killing these or not? We're gonna get moshed. We got moshed. Okay. Ow. Ow. Pain. Just popped up. I just heard a beat. Here's hoping the white mage can solo, or the scholar can solo this. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Whoopsie daisy. Aye. The hell? Oh. Well, we almost got it. Let's see what that katana looks like. A decent look, but I've already got a katana. Are they still going? How the hell are they still going? Go Gadget Scholar. They're actually doing pretty well. Never let me talk crap about a scholar ever again. Holy shit. Not too shabby. That's amazing. I've never seen anything like it. Well, while they're doing that, I'm going to go check my email. Nothing major yet. Okay. This is just glorious to watch. See if I have any emotes that I can do that are persistent like that. Nope. Now they're just showing off. That is kind of amazing, though. I'm sort of getting tired, though. That was for, I couldn't help him because I was locked out of the arena. We were all sitting there waiting for him to die so we could go back in, only he wasn't dying. Rightio then. You see how much pain we're delivering. Okay. We ain't dead yet. Okay, we made it. Woohoo! It's a Festivus miracle. and they put on a okay, that was good. They took a bow. And I got 2 commendations for it. Even though I'm not the healer. That was awesome. Okay, and now I've got to do Titan. Titan hard mode. Well, if there's anything I'm over-geared for, it's Titan hard mode. Check my time. Hour 20. Okay. Shouldn't take too long. Yep, that's a white mage. You need to upgrade. I do need to upgrade my stick. And here we go. All we're waiting for is for one DPS to hit the button. I don't know healing this, so I'm probably gonna suck. I've only ever done damage on this dungeon. Or tanked it. But tanking this is easy, just stand in one spot. I hate a false pop. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? Oh crap. Mother, father, I can't find you. Oh, right. This isn't the same. Oh, crap. This is the Titan hard mode summoned by Gabu. Why? That's actually kind of depressing. I'm dead. got you. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Someone limit break him, someone limit break him. And he dead. Okay. No commendations. Weehaw. That was depressing. Okay, so it looks like having the white mage leveled up was a good thing for me. It was kind of sad and creepy that my run through Titan hard mode was different because of Gabu. That's kind of sad. But a Titan filled with the sadness of a child standing over his parents' still warm corpses. That's kind of fucked up. I mean, realistically, that's really kind of... Yeah. Ah, there she is. Didn't I tell you she'd return safe and sound? The deed is done then? Titans no more? Good. There's been enough tragedy this day. He's been like that since he regained consciousness. We believe he can hear us, but he's made no attempt to respond. Of course he hasn't. His parents have just died. He's almost certainly in shock, but we can't discount the possibility that he succumbed to the Primal's influence. Should that prove to be the case, he must be put to death like any other thrall. Such is the Alliance policy, yes? You have the right of it. But we must not rush to conclusions. After all, we once feared his sales followers were beyond reason, and many have since laid down their arms and accepted ISHGARD's grace. We can but watch, wait, and pray. Poor fella. Now, if I would have just... Now, the problem with the segregation of gameplay and story, being a white mage there at the naval, I should have been able to have just cast rays on them. Often would rather not worry about what may or may not come to pass. Okay, there is not to be gained from dwelling upon an eventuality over which we have no control, much less ones which may never even come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters, informing Commander Bluden of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain that he will be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? You know how to find Bluden. Okay. Ah, you're a sight for sore eyes. When the others came back without you, I feared the worst. They said you had matters well in hand. Ah, settled then, is it? I'm glad to hear it, but not half as glad as my men'll be. Believe you me. Regardless of whether or not he's been summoned properly, a primal's a primal. And there ain't a soul in the maelstrom that hasn't lost a friend to one. Don't get me wrong, like, we're all prepared to do our part. We weren't so naive as to think we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which, my friend, sounds to me like a cause for celebration. Now, I know you have a places to be, but why not stay the night? We'd be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's Bane.
Who goes there?
Oh, it's me. Don't worry.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp.
You're fine.
He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas. So quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space.
Yep. Why?
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words.
True enough.
I should be stronger for all my experiences. Yet my heart aches more than ever.
Think of it this way. You have the capacity to endure that aching now.
I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness.
Welcome to real friggin' life.
I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me.
Ooh.
Nevertheless, I had to believe he had good reason. I was determined to uncover the whole truth of the calamity and, perhaps in so doing, find my own purpose in this sea of chaos.
Well, and what'd you find?
My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand.
Right.
There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever.
Ba weep, grana
To
weep,
ignore the
ninny
plight
bong?
of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing. We have to try, do we not? Of course,
Indeed.
it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the warriors of darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger.
And? Don't tell me you have a crush on Urianger.
Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in ISHGARD. had no clear memories of our life in the hinterlands, having returned to the motherland as infants.
Right.
Nevertheless, I am quite familiar with Master Matoya, as is every Charlene. I should like to speak with her someday.
Oh, that'll go over like a
Surprise me if
ton of
Alphinaud's
bricks.
recent maturation was at least somewhat due to her sage guidance. I would never tell him this, of course, but there have been moments when I've caught myself thinking of him as an elder brother. The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, warrior of light. As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on, for the sake of those we hold dear.
Oh, and Alphinaud heard the whole damn thing. And there's the Warrior Darkness. I just realized why that looks creepy. That back looks like a spine.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
Every tool has its purpose. Even this.
Oh.
Well, what is it?
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
Oh.
What did the man in white have to say?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Yeah, that looks more like a metallic version of a spine.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Be thou well reminded that with an end to ISHGARD's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scion's thoughts. And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Oh dear.
See? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation. Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone.
Oh.
With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all too delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
You sneaky son of a bitch.
Very well. Draw her out. We'll make it quick.
It shall be done.
Oh, you piece of shit.
What good a creed one cannot uphold? What hurts soothed? What lives saved? Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands? Minfilia, my friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness. Full deeply though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path.
Oh, this is getting dark. It's getting bad. Not good. Okay. What ho, Wilhelmina? I trust you had a good night's rest? I was but this moment speaking with Thancred and Ishtola via Link Pearl. They have some interesting news to share. Apparently, during the course of their respective investigations, both came across crates that once borne ISHGARDian seals. So it seems someone in the capital's been very busy indeed. Accordingly, the Temple Knights have launched a full-scale investigation. Sir Emmerich believes it's only a matter of time before the culprits are found, but we'll have to wait and see. In the meantime, it seems only prudent to look into recent activities with the other tribes, in case they too are flush with ISHGARDian crystals. With that in mind, I suggest we pay Urianger another... Wait, where is Alisei? She was here a moment ago with Gabu. Oh, great. What is Alisei doing? I don't know what it is with this game and the obsession with having people doing those weird Asian or Japanese style squat thrusts. Ah, let me guess. It's time to leave, isn't it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it is any consolation, I've already packed my things. How is he? Brother, Commander Bluden, something tells me you're not solely here out of concern for his welfare. But to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure he slept. And if he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with that same expression on his face. He's a kid and his parents just died. You will look after him, won't you, Commander? And treat him with every kindness? He's still in there, I know it. Beneath the anguish and despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance. Until he comes back to us, until we know for certain what's become of him. You needn't worry. If you hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this could have turned out a damn sight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, and nor will Maelstrom Command. I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. You should never have been made to... And I know I can't possibly understand. Mayhap there is nothing I can do or say. The pain, the anger, the helplessness. Hold fast the memories of better times. Remember them as they were. And when it fills your heart, and when it hurts so much your heart feels fit to burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them, and never, ever forget. Come along, little one. I will remember them, and you, Alisei, thank you. Dot, dot, dot. Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him. In time he will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. A thousand times over, there will be a reckoning. Return to the waking sands. It's like, Oriange, you got some splaining to do. Okay. And once we talk to Oriange, we're going to be calling it because it's nearly been 2 hours. Again, I really don't trust Oriange. We have heard the glad tidings from Ogamoro, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Limsa may rest easy. I should like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him, enabling our friend to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness could make matters worse. 'Twas by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Then let us speak of another matter, one which weigheth heavy on my lady's mind. As thou didst request, I sought out the Garen oracles, that we might better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Through copious use of allegory defieth any single interpretation. The oracles paint a most disturbing picture, one of worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every umbral calamity. Alphino, seven times they succeeded. Then of 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Aye, all is as my lady Menphilia spake unto thee. And for what becometh of these reflections when they and the sorcerer rejoined? Frail, fresh, undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendereth to her call, to flow into the endless sea, there to endure as one and none. Then, if the Warriors of Darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die? In essence, aye. The verse speaketh of the renunciation of the flesh, and the subsequent return to the life stream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative, for if the first were to fall to transcendent light in the manner of the Warriors of Darkness described, it would give a way to a void where none may know either life or death. Far better to die, they reason, for in death there is life. The essence of the soul which returneth unto the source may be born anew, saved. Such at least is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, then, gods, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on this subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. 'Twould seem that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered into the hands of certain Alamegan parties. Alamegans? Strange. And you believe this to be the work of the same ISHGARDian smugglers who supplied the beast tribes? I know beyond the shadow of a doubt. Unless you wonder their motive, I should remind you that the Ascians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Rhalgr. The individuals who took receipt of these shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Alamegan liberation. It may also be of interest to thee to know that their ISHGARDian suppliers appear to be none other than the remains of Elaine Huayu's network of spies. Surely you jest, and yet it is not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with Ascians, assuming they even know or care who their suppliers are. Which is irrelevant. Forgive me. We must seek out the resistance group which took the crystals without delay. Wilhelmina, Alice, will you come with me to Little Alamigo? Yes, of course. I should like to hear, etc. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Alphino, Alice, Wilhelmina, are you three listening? Good, I have tidings. The Temple Knights raided the smugglers' warehouse less than an hour ago. A cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation they were in the ploy of, and I hope you're sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them and the crystals too? What few remained, Regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. It was bound for Little Alamigo, we're told, and where it'll be received by members of a local resistance group. Since Sir Emmerich's men have no longer need of my services, I have a mind to head that way. As do we, by happy coincidence. We have learned of the shipments but a few moments ago. Ha! And here I was thinking I might finally be able to be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and her little helpers. Ah, wait a moment, there's more. And I defy you to not be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the ISHGARDian smugglers was formerly in the employ of one Elaine Wayu, the infamous Ivy herself. Once again, Thancred, I fear I must inform you that... Thancred, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one. As I think I mentioned, the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Ystrola next, but there's someone else who would have me notify first? No, there isn't. Then, if this happened less than an hour ago, how in the shit would have Urian J know? Oh, well, we know how he knew it. But I think Alice is finally starting to put the pieces together. What in the world has gotten into her? It is twice now we have sought Urian J's aid, and twice she has treated him as if he were a stranger. The Archon was one of Grandfather's most dedicated pupils, and spent as much time at the Levier estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to yet raise the matter. Later, though, Little Alamigo awaits. And I'm going to call it for now. It's been a couple hours. We got a good bit done. Now, bad news and good news. Bad news is my normal evening role-playing group that meets at 8 o'clock tonight is going to be canceled due to the fact that the GM is sick. So I will be running around probably 7 o'clock tonight for a couple hours of Final Fantasy XIV, and then later tonight with Final Fantasy 1. Anyway, I'm calling it for now. Thank you all for watching. Like, follow, subscribe if you enjoyed the show. This has been Harmony Muse. Have a good day.